So my name is Luke Rhodes, Director of Zen Architects, and today I'm presenting our garden house. Garden house is situated within the Mount Eagle Estate, Eaglemont, Wurundjeri country. It is approximately 30 minutes east of the Melbourne CBD. Designed by Walter Belly Griffin and Marion Marnie Griffin in 1914, it is an innovative and experimental estate adapting principles of the Garden City movement. Entering into the estate, you're immediately aware of the significance of the place. And this is due to the dominance of the landscape, from heavily planted nature strips to dense towering treetops that wrap around the meandering roads. Here, houses are secondary and vegetation is protected by heritage and significant landscape overlays. Our clients had raised their family on the site for over 20 years prior to engaging Zen Architects. There were almost no alterations to the house over this time, but they invested significant time and energy into the garden. They absolutely adored the location, however the house was holding them back from what they loved about the site. The original house was erected in the mid-1930s, with multiple alterations and additions up until the 1980s. The pre-existing conditions held 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 living areas and a home office with a small rear terrace. It was essentially 4 rooms wide, 4 rooms deep on a single level and west facing. The rear terrace was disconnected from the garden, in part due to the slope of the land falling away to the rear and in part due to the high balustrades and low roof over. The floor plan was deep and wide, lacking connection and light. We identified wasted space through the middle of the house as furniture was pushed to the perimeter in a bid to try and connect with its landscape settings. I reckon there was an empty void of about 6 or 8 metres from where I took this photo to that first couch when we first rocked up. The colours and... The teardrop-shaped gardens created by the contoured road plan in the estate informed the architectural intervention. It is about the house wrapping around the garden and bringing the garden deep into the heart of the home. Where previously you had to pass through 3 rooms to gain any connection to the outside, it is now evident from the moment you open the front door and from within each of the main living spaces. Strong curves continue through the interiors as curved walls and joinery allow spaces to flow seamlessly from one to the next. We chose to work within the extents of the pre-existing house to minimise the impact to the garden. By identifying the wasted space through the middle of the house and by rearranging bedrooms and wet areas, we were able to reduce the overall footprint of the house by 15 square metres while significantly improving the functionality. And as we have found in many of our projects past, giving a little often provides a significant benefit. The house is quite unassuming from the front, nestled within its landscape surrounds, and new works hidden behind the heritage façade. Entering through the front door, you are immediately taken by the view. The curved glass façade cuts deep into the floor plan, revealing unobstructed views of the oasis beyond. This single gesture at once reveals all, but also draws you into the heart of the home to reveal further delight. The sitting room is sunken into the landscape. Whilst the floor plan steps down, the ceiling remains constant, creating a verticality to that space that is in contrast to the horizontality of the main living level. And the deck follows suit, eliminating the need for balustrading and providing easy access to the garden. Houses within the estate are predominantly masonry and stone, and we wanted to respect that, but whilst adding a softer touch that reflected the significant pre-settlement gums still present. The masonry facade is gently carved out as it wraps around the garden, revealing an internal timber skin of vertical cladding, horizontal decking, flooring and ceilings, as in the vertical trunks and horizontal roots and branches of the trees. The inner skin remains protected by the deeply carved masonry skin, with the created void becoming the outdoor living. The eave protects the interior in summer, with thick natural stone floors inside providing thermal mass to help moderate temperature fluctuations. The colours and textures reflect the natural surrounds. The off-white Dry pressed bricks reflect the rock gardens, the timber reflects the trees, and the dark stone floors the retaining walls of the estate. Raw brass details are used where the hand might engage with the built form. Door handles, tapware, fixtures and fittings that will all patina over time and soften with touch. Materials are expressed in their true form without synthetic finishes applied. They will age gracefully in place and require very little maintenance. The deep tones and heavily textured materials sit in the background and work to highlight the green and lush garden. They are intended to be secondary, but at the same time complementary. This is a fully timber-framed building with the only concrete used for pads and footings to reduce the embodied energy. New windows are high-performance timber frames with double-glazed low-E coat glass. All timber sourced for the project is certified, ensuring sustainable management of our natural resources.
2 minutes left.
We have eliminated fossil fuel usage and converted the house to all electric to ensure clean, green, cost-effective energy options available to our clients and to future-proof the house. Pre-existing single-star home has been elevated above the current minimum standards, despite the original floor plan equating to 1/3 of the new footprint and containing uninsulated double brick walls and single glazed windows. Healthy interiors are critical in nurturing family life. We have used natural materials with low or no VOC finishes, only as required for durability or maintenance. The highly insulated and airtight building envelope, where possible, has ensured that the house is healthy and stable internal for life. We are incredibly proud of the profound impact that this project has had on the way that you experience the site. Garden House is a versatile, modern and sustainable home that is rich in texture and character to harmonise with its leafy and historical setting.